This is Planetception, not starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Howdy everyone, Yogurt here. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy out there. And thank you for being back with me for another one of my spray paint videos. Do so enjoy making these because, well, I enjoy spray painting. And I enjoy making videos. And I enjoy hanging out with y'all. Virtually, as it were, so, you know. Nothing for me not to be enjoying. Just getting some of the shades and highlights down. Gonna do our texture here in a moment. I'm excited to be bringing this one to you because I thought about it for a long time. Had the idea for a long time, I should say, and was just tweaking it in my head for a while. And finally getting around to doing it, so. I'm really happy with how it came out, so I'm excited for this video. I made a few blunders along the way, since I don't practice these. I don't even always have like a great idea of what I'm gonna do before I start. But this one, I had a pretty good idea just because, again, I thought about it for a long time. This here's a mistake, by the way. As it says at the bottom, I should have let this dry. That's foreshadowing. We'll get back to that later on. But, yeah. Let your paintings dry a bit. I mean, most of us are impatient and don't let it completely dry, and that's usually okay. We get away with it, but let it dry some. Just for good. Just saying. Also, I really like a lot of the color combinations I did in this one as well, for the planets. There's a lot of things I like about this one in the end. Maybe that's what comes with thinking about it for a while. I had a pretty good idea in my head of what I wanted to do, and then I executed it relatively well. Like I said, a few mishaps along the way that I'll point out, but nothing that affected how the painting looked. Not in the end, anyway. Wonderful thing about spray paint art. If you make a mistake, you can usually fix it. I mean, technically always, because you could always just black out your whole canvas and start over, but that's not what I mean. I say black out because in the end your background's going to be black, so. Usually, I mean, it depends on what you do. Okay. That was a broad statement that I shouldn't have made. Gradients, colors, different skies, it's not always just space black. But I'd still probably black out a canvas instead of whiting. So since there's so many planets on this one, I made it a point to try and do different textures and patterns on each one. That way nothing got redundant and boring. Because when you're making a lot of planets, it can very much be a lot of the same. In this case, it would be a lot of the same, just smaller and smaller. I think I avoided that pretty well. I think I did a different thing on each planet, at least in the that are in the line here. There might have been a repeat somewhere. We'll see. Now we do Planet Christmas, Santa's real home. Yes, that's right, everyone. Santa's an alien. Came from Planet Christmas, then took over the North Pole by force. I'm kidding, children, by the way. Santa's really magical and he's from the North Pole. He's not an alien. Or is he? Fun fact, that yellow-looking color that I spray is actually green. It's a very yellow green, but it's green. I like it. I really like purple and orange color combination. I've said it before in other videos, and it's obviously why I use it a lot, but I think they go very nicely together. A little clear coat because, well, it's hot and dry, so didn't want to get hung up on that particular pattern. It would not look good. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't look good. Then you have to redo the whole thing. Planet-wise, not the whole paint. That would suck. Screw up one planet this far in and then you have to redo the whole painting. I mean, I suppose it can happen if you like set fire to your canvas and the whole thing burn. Not that I've ever had that happen. Jokes aside, I seriously haven't. Like, I've had them, when I've dried with fire, I've had them light on fire and the paint burn a little more than I want to and it screw things up, but I've never had the whole thing go up on me and be destroyed like that, thankfully. I also don't dry with fire, typically, just because I don't want to. I am in my garage, after all. Oh, I lied, I repeated the bag texture. I did that twice. Oh well. Bag is a good texture. Worth reading. Such an odd statement out of context. Bag is a good texture. I sound like I'm speaking in... I don't even know what. I decided I need another planet down here just because I was feeling the two corners were going to be pretty empty. Barren, if you will. With just, you know, space and stars. So here we go with another planet. That comes out very nicely, if I do say so myself. At least I love it. I'm not biased or anything. It's not like I'm the one that painted it. And yes, if you're not subscribed, as it's telling you at the bottom of the channel, please do so. And tick that bell icon, that way you get notified anytime I post new content like this. I also try and get shorts out every couple of days. I try and get a new painting out every week. I say try because sometimes, you know, I get behind, but typically good about that. And if you haven't hit the like button on this video and you're enjoying it, please do that. It helps me out more than you would imagine. It'll cause YouTube to put it out to more people that can come and enjoy, and then the channel can grow, so definitely hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. If you're really disliking the content a lot, I guess hit the dislike button. I'd rather you hit the like button, but you know, be honest, I suppose. And then tell me why you're not liking it in the comments, constructively and, you know, politely. But hopefully you're liking it and you can tell me why in the comments. I like those better. Shocking, right? Flicking the stars, and thanks to video editing, you don't have to watch me flick all of those stars, because it took a little while. That's the whole star flicking thing takes a little while. I decided there also needed to be a nebula down here, or separation. The one planet from the... It's not really a cluster of planets, it's a string of planets. And again, Santa's been... It's the Christmas nebula. He pollutes everything everywhere he goes with his colors. It's like a gang. That's what the elves really are. Making toys is just a front. There's a drug operation. But he does have the best delivery system ever. Never been caught. I'll stop making the Santa jokes, maybe. All jokes aside, I don't know what possessed me to want to make the white line thicker, but I paid for it, as you can see where I sprayed off to the side, and now I've got this big white thing to contend with. Feel better. But watching this back, I rather liked the thin line I had. I don't know why I decided to go over it again, but I did. We'll throw that in there with not letting the planet dry. At all. And to balance things out, I like symmetry. I've decided there needed to be a sun up in this corner. As you could probably already tell by watching what I'm doing. Gotta get all the colors in there. Why it doesn't look like just a monochrome blob. Always gotta get some white in there and cover it up. Sells the effect. And now to fix my mistake down here, what I'm doing is, well, I started it off as just trying to cover the white spot, and then I realized I should shape the nebula because I wasn't overly happy with it anyway. So I'm using black to block it in and shape it how I actually want it, and reflicking the stars in that area. I also decided it was a little too bright, so I'm using some transparents here to tone it down a little bit. Transparents, super handy, I highly recommend them. Now it's time for the wonderful stencil pull. See, look at how nicely that planet came out down there. They all came out pretty well. That stencil didn't want to come off. Shocking, I didn't let it dry very well. It wasn't too bad, but I don't know what was going on with me in this painting where I wasn't letting things dry enough. I'm usually decent about that. And now we find out why you need to not just slap that thing on there with the paint straight up wet. Because I have never ever had a stencil fight me this much coming off before or since. In like, well over 100 paintings. The hairdryer mostly did the trick. I hid it for a lot longer than I showed there, obviously. I mean, it still fought me coming off, but I decided there needed to be a star here. A near star. Just to balance things out. Back to that whole symmetry point that I was talking about. And after that, I finally decided I was done. I didn't need anything else. And I spared you guys the clear coat because there's nothing that exciting about watching the clear coat. So here we go with the final yogurty goodness. Roll that beautiful paint footage. Here in the US, you get the Bush's baked bean commercial reference. If not, well then you don't. But it was funny, damn it. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me as always. I had fun. And I want to thank you all for all of your support as well. Your comments, your likes, your sharing the videos, it all helps a ton. So thank you very much. And yeah, I want to take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe and healthy. And if you haven't subscribed and hit the like button yet, please do both of those. Helps me out a ton, and I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.